I am Dyana Rozay, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by Dyana Rozay on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, everybody, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. Y'all, we are here to discuss Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 8, episode 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, I am here with my sister Clone, and we are about to talk about it, okay? So I appreciate everybody who has come over to rock with me today. Thank you to all of the mods. I see you. Venus, where are you today, child? Are you making your rotations? Okay. She said season 74. My bad. Season 74. What's up, Cookie? How are you? You guys, going ahead and drop your city and state into the chat, city and or state, so that we can make sure that you can hear us. I believe you can, though. But also make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, please, and thank you. Okay, if you are not a subscriber already, but go ahead and drop your info into the chat so we can talk about this damn show. Okay, what's up, Shreveport? How are you? Hey there, Miss Sugar Mama. How are you? New Jersey's in the house. Tampa, California. So look, Cookie said, I'm still in the Chicago area, child. Jackson, Florida, what's up? Fort Wayne, what's up? What's up? Come on in, come on in. 110 of you are in the chat watching right now. Make sure you hit the like button. That's how you say hello over here. Okay, let me see who else we got. We got Oakland. What's up, Oakland? Okay, I love Oakland. Let's see. What's up, Flint? Flint, Michigan is in the house. Another Chicago. What's up, Delaware? Beaumont. What's up, Beaumont, Texas? Delaware. Okay, y'all. STL. What's up, STL? Okay, y'all. We are here. We are here, child.
It's Phil.
I don't know if y'all answered that poll question. Hopefully you answered the poll. We're going to talk about it. I had an opportunity to see something new with Miss Sunny and Mr. Moses, child. Oh, damn. Oh, it was painful. How about you, Cologne? What was your thoughts? What was your thoughts? A rating
overall, I thought it was a decent episode. I'll give it a 7.
You give it a 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. 7. Drop a rating in the chat, y'all. 1 to 10. If you had an opportunity to watch the show. Sugar Mama said, I watched it. You saw it? Okay. Some of y'all still blacking out. That's okay. It's cool. Drop a rating in the chat. I'm gonna give it. You gave it a what, Clone?
A 7.
A 7. I was thinking a 7 too. I give it like a 7, 7.5. That's because we learned something new and I can talk about some stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was still just a little slow moving. They did do a little announcement for Kiki at the end. I saw.
Yes, I did catch that.
Okay.
In loving memory. Yep.
In loving memory of Kiki. So I did catch that. I wanted to post it for anyone who didn't see it because it came on after the following week's previews.
Mm-hmm.
So come on in. I see a few others also rating it a 7, 7.5. But outside of that, it looks like it's like a median, like maybe 5, 6 is the average. Okay.
Right.
All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I'm gonna take the screen down. Are you ready, child?
I'm ready.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the chat. We are here, child. We're about to talk about it. I'm gonna let you set it up and you can give me all the stuff.
Okay. So first scene was Nell and Chris.
Nell and Chris Fletcher.
Yep. They are meeting at Chris's real estate office. And when Nell arrives, Chris is working on listings for Sunny and Moses. So this is news to Nell.
Okay. So when Nell Fletcher walks in the door, she looked like she got something on her heart. What I want to say about Nell and Chris is I do like that they are a couple that's been in marriage for 30 years. You can sense when they are in the room together, they kind of read each other's thoughts. And really, what we're seeing is that Nell is a little bit, what's the word?
Dramatic.
She got a little drama to her.
Yeah, she does. Every move she makes is dramatic. I love it. I do. I love it about her.
She is super dramatic. And
She's got a lot of flair.
Chris is constantly monitoring her when they are in the room together, and she's saying certain things like what she does at the end of the show, which we'll talk about. But he's always there to kind of reel it back in and clean it up. And I went, that's what you do when you like a serious couple, and not just a serious couple, but you're a couple who go out and mingle. I think she's very eccentric. She has an eccentric personality.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part, he lets her do her thing, but she can come off a little abrasive, maybe, and also may offend without knowing she's offending, clearly, because she did at the end of the episode. And when that happens, he just kind of reels it in. And I think he talked about it a little bit last season, or whenever they did the family thing last season. So we got to see a little bit of that, right?
Yes.
But anyway, she comes in and she got something on her heart. They do like little air kisses at each other. She sits down and they compliment each other when they say, "Oh, you look good." Y'all know how she is. Her voice is a little crazy.
But she's a little raspy.
Very eccentric. And she comes in and she's like, "You look good." And he's like, "You do too." And she's sitting there and she gives like Chris is her boyfriend, like they haven't been married for 30 years.
Yeah.
He treats Chris like they just met. Okay.
Which I think is
she
adorable.
smiles when she's talking, when he's talking. And I almost feel like she swings her legs a little bit. If she's like she swings her legs, like, damn it, that's my husband. Anyway, when she comes in, she's asking him what he's doing. And he goes, "Oh, I'm looking for houses for Moses and Sonny." And when I tell you, she turned her head like, "Bitch." And she looks off to the side like, she can't stand Sonny. She's sick of Sonny.
Right. I'm sick of Sonny. I'm sick of Sonny trying to come up in here and take over.
She is sick of Sonny. So she turns her head to the side. She won't even look at him. And he's like trying to, pace it out. And then he's like, she's like, "Did you talk to Destiny?" He went, "What the hell I got to talk to Destiny for?
Right.
I got a broker's license. I never have to talk to Destiny. I sell houses for a living. I'm never asking anybody if I can sell a house." Okay?
Right. That's exactly. He doesn't need her permission. He said he didn't need her permission to do his damn black job. That's what he told her.
That's what he said.
And Destiny does not line his pockets with any coin. So what's he talking to her for?
Okay. He said, "Bitch, this is my black job." Well, he didn't call her bitch, but he did say, "This is my black job, child. This is what I've been doing for a long, long time. And she ain't about to take it away from me. I don't care how she act a fool last time. She thought she was going to be on camera and she did not."
Exactly.
Okay. But at the end of the day, child, Chris said, "I'm not asking anybody's permission to sell a house, not even yours." Okay. And then she said, "Well, I didn't come here for her. So let's get to what I came here for." Okay. When she realized she wasn't getting anywhere, she went, "I didn't come here for her. I don't want to have that fight, child."
Right.
Okay. So then she ends up basically telling them that she going through a depression, I guess. Like, "Can you tell that I'm not okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I can tell when you ain't okay." She was like, "Can you tell now? Because these damn kids are draining me. Okay. I got bills and all I'm doing is paying rent, car notes, electricity. Okay. Putting food on people's table, helping people go on dates. Damn it, I'm drained. Okay. I don't have it anymore." And she already said that Chris don't give it. So they only come to her for money.
Right.
Okay?
Now, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there's 4 of them, right? There's Kiki, Kayla, Little Chris, and Lance. She does not mention Kayla in this group. She only mentioned.
She said of all the people that ask her for money, she made it seem like Kayla's
got it together. Yep.
Kayla's got it together. But she said the other ones, child.
Yes.
I'm sick of them. Okay.
Right.
It's like, well, stop giving them money if that's what it is. And in fact, let's not just stop giving them money. Go on ahead and call a damn meeting, because I don't need you coming up here interrupting my black job. Okay?
Right.
You should be at work. You should be at work like me, child. Okay. I pay for this space and I'm fine. But if you can't make your half of the payments, let's call a meeting, okay?
Right.
Let's see. Are they paying for Chris? Well, I just threw that in there because how else is he getting it? Okay, let's face it. She
No.
said all of the kids except for Kayla. All of the kids except for Kayla. Okay.
Well,
And
no. Wait a minute. I thought it was Lance that was dating Destiny. It's not Chris Jr., right?
yeah, it's Lance.
It's Lance. Now, she did say that Lance asked for money from like here and there, almost like he was seldom.
You don't have to make any clarification. It's everybody except for Kayla. That's all we need to know. Okay.
Right.
They're eating them out of house and home. She's afraid she's not going to have enough for retirement. And this is literally what this scene is about. Okay. And that's pretty much it, y'all. What's the next one, child?
The next one was Martell, Chris, Sonny, and Moses. But I do want to just add to that last scene real quick. So when they were in confessional and Chris was basically telling her, hey, if you've got something that's weighing heavy on you, you can just put it in my lap. Did you notice kind of the sarcasm that she gave him? Like, oh, I can just put it in your lap and you'll take care of it?
Yeah, it don't matter. Listen, this is the relationship. And we peeped this already a long time ago. Chris really don't help with shit. He's good looking. And that's his job. His job is to be good looking. His job is to wear nice suits. But he doesn't help out a lot. And we already said you don't have to be done. This isn't a lie. She already said that she's the disciplinarian. She's also the one that they come to for money. They never go to their dad. And she also said in interviews and other things, when it comes down to getting things done, Chris usually is on the back. He's on the back burner. So she thinks that if she gets him on TV and he says, this is what I'm going to do, is going to mean something. It doesn't. And she should know this after 30 years. So like I said, it's her boyfriend and she's just really attracted, and that's it. So moving on, child. We didn't lose anything with that scene at all.
Scene 2 is Martell and Chris, and then Sonny and Moses are also there.
Okay.
And they're all meeting up at Martell's property.
Okay. So, oh my gosh. I thought, not if the streets were a person, Destiny. Anywho, what's up, Kevin? Anyway, they are at Martell's property. Chris is going to show Sonny and Moses a house, and I asked y'all in this poll question if y'all thought that it was just taking a little too far for Sonny and Moses not only to move to Huntsville, but to start a family in Destiny's backyard. 23% of you said, yes, it is nasty work, live somewhere else. And 68% of you said no. And make sure you name the baby Liberty, okay? Because justice and law are taken, okay? God damn, y'all are cruel. Y'all are cruel. But yes. So at the end of the day, Chris is going to show them the house. Now, here's the problem. Just on site, I thought that maybe when Sonny showed up to the gala with her red coat on, that it was just, we're running late. We didn't get to stop at the hotel and change clothes. But now I am thinking that Sonny needs a stylist. Sonny is not up to par in her dressing, and I'll be damned. Look, I did create the poll, but I didn't think y'all would go low. I thought y'all was going to high. I give a little variety, but I didn't know y'all was going to go that low. 8 of you are in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, please, and thank you. Anyway, Sonny's clothes is really hard to look at. She comes in with a pair of cutoff shorts, and they were bad cutoff shorts, with a pair of over-the-knee pink
boots, pink stiletto boots,
ragtag sweater. Like, it wasn't. I didn't know what she was given. It was bad. It was bad. Okay, but I kept saying in my head, like, you told us. You and Destiny together said that Moses was a little bit of a hoe. He was out there in them streets, right?
Yep.
They're basically telling us that they want to move to Huntsville because they want to take Moses out of the element he got himself in,
Clearly does not thrive in, right?
right? You also want to take him out of the element where a lot of his ex-girlfriends live, because it sounds like he had multiple at the same time. But why would you move into a community where he had a 15-year relationship with a woman you said was a side chick or a slide? You're
Right.
literally handing him over on
Giving them
a silver
back.
platter.
Exactly. I said the same thing. That is ridiculous.
Go somewhere else. That's what I would say. Go somewhere else. I don't know. She's sitting on the back porch after she looked at the house and she's like, I'm on my second round of IVF. We're just waiting for the eggs to mature so that we can move forward with implantation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a school, there's a daycare. I'm like, Sonny, you lost already. And if that wasn't bad enough, when Martell asked Moses, well, I know that you and Destiny didn't work out, and I guess he was basically saying, is there any hard feelings or is there anything going on?
Right.
Moses said, well, she dropped the ball. She dropped the ball. I'm like, what the hell? Why are y'all keep using this drop the ball analogy? Oh, she dropped the ball. I picked it up and I scored.
Right.
Baby, if she dropped the ball, she can pick it back up too. Y'all are playing with fire. Okay, if y'all really are in this relationship for real, look, Venus is in the chat, straight marching for Sunny. She happy birthday, Sunny. I love Sunny. Listen,
She said she styled Sunny.
if you're in this relationship for real,
mm-hmm.
you got to start it on a better note. You can't put him back in an environment where he can pick up the ball. Because I'm gonna tell you what happens. Destiny on the other side right now talk about, oh, that's a marriage made in hell. But when that ego kicks in and she keeps seeing him at the grocery store, she gonna let it do what it do. That's
Right.
it. There's no the ego's gonna kick in and she's gonna say, you took something from me, now I'm gonna take something from you. And that's it. Don't do that. Not when y'all in y'all early stages of marriage. And if the only thing y'all can say about Destiny is that she dropped the ball, she can pick it back up. The drop the ball means nothing. He should be able to say at this stage in the relationship, I only have eyes for you. I'm in love with you. When he had that conversation with Martell and he said, what's up or whatever, he should have said, when I saw her, she was the one. And that's it.
And
But
that's it.
Sunny
That's all.
Sonny had to say that. When I saw him, I knew for sure that was my husband. And he
Mm-hmm.
felt the same way about me. That's not what he said, though. He said Destiny dropped the ball. He didn't say he felt the same way about you. And I'm not even saying that he doesn't. I'm just saying y'all got to work out that first year kinks of where you learn how to talk about each other. Because y'all have been running to the finish line of trying to get married or whatever. And y'all have not figured out how to speak over each other in front of company. Okay?
Right.
And that takes a minute. And it should not happen on TV.
Now, I also think it was pretty funny that Sunny makes the point that Destiny's allowed to be in her feelings, but she shouldn't be disrespectful.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right? I was going to say, if Destiny is in her feelings, it comes with disrespect. Those go hand in hand. You can't separate that.
Yeah, you asking too much. Move someplace else. Go to Louisiana. Go anywhere except to Huntsville. It makes no sense.
Makes no sense at all.
If you want to take him away from the things that used to, because for 15 years, she was able to come in and out. Don't let it happen in your backyard. It makes no sense. And that's all I have to say about that scene. Okay? I'm so sorry for anybody who likes her. I just thought it was crazy. I literally thought it was crazy. 391 are in the chat. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Come on in and make sure you join, okay? Out of all the states in the country, she's making this huge mistake. Do not start a family in the backyard of a woman he had a 15-year relationship with. Not to mention the fact, and I'm jumping ahead, he has been in jail as a man. he's been in a jail longer than he's been on the outside, which means somebody is
Exactly.
always
More than half his life.
exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that yet.
Right.
And I'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to it, child. But I was just like, oh, that explains a lot about why she's always steering him this way, that way, and the other.
Right.
She has to. Okay. Okay. Go ahead with the next scene.
Okay. You want to skip the Martell part saying that he's neutral?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Martell says some shit about him being neutral. In regards to how do you feel about Sonny? How do you feel about Sonny and Moses? And he was like, oh, I'm neutral. And then Chris is like, is that what you're saying? You neutral? Because when I say I'm neutral, you want to jump down my
right.
Right. And so he's like, well, I'm neutral unless he does something that I'm too dusty. I think I got it.
Okay. The next scene is Martell and Stormy.
I'm sorry, y'all. For some reason, when I hear Martell talk, I hear someone that sounds dumb. So
okay.
I
didn't know what the hell that was, but that's cool.
It just comes out like a dumb sound. Okay.
Got it.
Who's the next?
Okay. Martell and Stormy at her warehouse. Yeah, this one was a tough one.
Ken, where you at?
Girl.
Okay. I literally put my hands over my eyes when I watched that scene.
I went straight to her social media because I was like, she had to refute this by now, right? She didn't.
Oh my God. Well, let's talk about it. Basically, Martell walks in. We're going to talk about the Trish part.
Yeah.
Walks in. They have some sort of banner. She says so. Stormy basically says, what happened with you and Trish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Martell says, well, she used to come to the crib.
Right.
What year was the word crib in fashion? 1990s? 80s? Okay.
80s, I would say. Yep.
Okay, so she used to come to the crib. Already my mind is blown because I'm like, the crib? God damn.
Right. Why is she coming over there?
And even Stormy was like, the crib? What? How often did she come to the crib? A few times. And then he go, we didn't do nothing. But he says we didn't do nothing like it's a lie.
Right.
In my opinion. Just like if you need to calm your brain down, we didn't do nothing. She just went to the crib. So she's like, I feel in confessional, Stormy says, Martell done put me in some shit, and I don't appreciate it. I wish he would have never said that.
Right.
When Martell goes to confessional, they actually play the producer on the other side asking him, what did she do to the crib? What did she do at the crib? And he said,
why did you ask her over? Is what he said.
Oh, why did you ask her over? Mm-hmm. And what was his response to that?
He said that he sent her a DM to see if she would come over and I guess make it do what it do.
Yeah, basically he said, I invited her to the crib to do what people do at the crib.
Do what people do at the crib. Like whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it with a very straight face. It was very straight-faced, okay? So when he was at that bowling alley, and I told y'all that he was playing in Kenneth's face, okay? Mm-hmm. Dark-skinned Ken. Damn it. I don't appreciate it. Ken could have handled it before it went all the way to this scene. He could have just handled Martell.
Both of them could have, actually. But yes.
But he did not. And he allowed Martell to come back and tell a different story. Now, mind you, Martell did say with a bowling ball in his hand, what did she tell you? What did she tell you? What story is she rolling with? What did she say to you about our meeting? And he was like, well, she just said, he went, oh, okay. That's it. I met her out. Okay. Now she met her out, and now he's basically saying he's invited her to the crib a few times. And right before they have this scene, they give us the flashback of when Martell was at Sonny's house, not Sonny's house, at Stormy's house. Mm-hmm. And Martell walks in and goes, oh, hi, I'm Martell, and shakes her hand. And she goes, you don't remember me? And he goes, no, no. Oh, yeah, I remember you. So everything that Kenneth said he would have to check Martell about, Martell 100% did.
Right.
Everything.
Played in your
Insinuated that
face.
they were sleeping together. Also, he pretended not to know her, and he did know her. And that's why she was offended. And I thought the whole thing was crazy. Okay. Let's see.
Exactly.
Diana, I heard Kim was an actor for Tyler Perry. I heard that he is a stunt man.
Double.
A stunt double, a stunt man. Yeah. Not necessarily, I think, a speaking actor. But
it's a very low speaking voice.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about low talkers. Yeah, go ahead.
Raggedy. It was raggedy. It was raggedy. And at this point, Martell wants them to know they're in his house.
That's what I'm getting.
House. Martell's house. Okay. And then after that happened, what happened? They talked a little bit about the millimeters. Now, I will say, the conversation went, Stormy starts telling him about the blogger. She calls her a stalker. She said a stalker was up here, one of the millimeters. And then she started explaining. And I couldn't help but to think that I got charged for the same thing you got charged for. Harassing communications, right?
Right.
That's not exactly the same. In the sense, yes, y'all both got charged the same, but you probably don't want to tie your horse
right
wagon
to that
situation,
to what he's got going on. Completely different.
Yeah, I don't know how you let your tongue say all that, but it was the wrong thing to do. I agree.
Yeah.
Stormy, no. Yeah. You should have just said, like, I got arrested for harassment. And when he said, so do I, you should have said what? Like, you should have, you didn't even know.
Right, exactly. I did this. What did you do?
He's like, this is what I did. See how that's separate? Okay. We're not going to pretend like this is the same. It was not.
Exactly.
It was not the same, and you should have never said, we together in this. We
right.
But it gave Martell an opportunity to go off about the melody.
To dumb his shit down is basically what it gave him the opportunity to do.
Dumb his shit down. See how easy it is?
Right.
Martell and Stormy at this point. Wrong move, boo. Wrong move. Okay. What was the next scene?
The next scene is Maurice, Kimmy, Sonny, and Moses.
Okay.
They meet up at a restaurant. And basically, Sonny is looking for an alliance from what she said there.
What'd she say?
She said that she knew she couldn't get it out of Tisha, so she was going to try to go for Kimmy.
Okay. And Kimmy basically said that she felt she has some sense of, not loyalty so much, but she wants to be kind to her because she said Sonny was kind to her when she was going through her chemo. So she wants to repay the favor. She's like, I like her. At the end of the day, Destiny's my friend, but Destiny should have known better. Hell, that's how she said it the first time around. She was like, yeah, I get the impression that Destiny just thought this relationship was more than what it was. And if she got played, she got played. But I still think she's my friend. Now, in this scene, we learned a couple of things. This is where we learned that Moses was in jail for a total of 15 years. First time going into prison when he was 17. Getting out at 19, somehow going back in, okay, and doing a 5-year bid. And then I'm assuming going back and doing an 8-year. That means that man has been in jail more
than he's been out
his adult life.
Right.
Than he's been out.
Right. And he just got out right after COVID because he said that he lost his grandmother and his sister during COVID, which would have been 2020 and 2021.
Yes. So with all of that being said, he has a ding-a-ling made of gold. I'm just going to say.
Girl.
This is definitely giving me Tamar. I want to play the song. I want to hit the piano. He has a ding-a-ling made of gold, and that's it. If you lay down with this man once and you decide that you need to have babies, in this scene, you find out that Sunny started IVF sessions before they even got married. Child, she was ready, and
Right.
I feel the same. Listen, it keeps you lingering for 15 years, and the way this sister thought she was winning was
Mhm.
to get him to put a ring on it, and that's it. But the truth of the matter is, he wants a baby. Period. And he gonna get that baby.
Well, yeah.
With Sonny,
Don't matter.
don't matter.
Don't matter.
He wants a baby. He has a dingling made of gold. He knows it. He uses it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't move him back into Huntsville. Well, you can. Y'all, you will just have a sister wife.
Right. Exactly.
Destiny was already a sister wife to somebody. So she'll be a sister wife to you. That's it. That is all. That's what I learned in that scene. It was wild. I was like, what's happening here?
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that we learned is that Marie says, for the first time ever in the 8 seasons it's been on, that his daddy was in prison. That his dad went to prison, and because his dad went to prison, because they made it seem like he was an upstanding man that worked at the Ford plant, but because his dad went to prison, he literally left his mama behind with whatever many kids,
8
kids,
mm-hmm.
to figure it out for herself. And they were just in a hellhole of a situation. They all managed to get out, go to college, get a degree, but he said that they struggled as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And it does help me understand why his dad was so nonchalant smoking that cigar when he came to Black that one season.
Oh, when he congratulated Marceau, right?
Yeah, he congratulated Marceau on the bar.
Mm-hmm.
But they were trying to get him to talk about their childhood, and he would not. He would not. He sat there smoking a cigarette. When they were like, well, we didn't have anything to eat, he was like, you didn't? Like, it was almost like, you're lying. And I even looked at my review. Did they grow up poor or no? Because the dad is acting like y'all didn't have this experience. But honestly, Maurice just kind of let it out, and it makes a little more sense that the dad was just trying to front,
Yeah.
do his little thing. It was what it was. But yeah, what else went on in that scene? Kimmy basically tells Sunny that she can be her real
right. Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, Chris did not have her sign any type of contract, even though he was doing some of the legwork to find her a home.
Mm-hmm.
He did not make her sign a contract. And at this point, everybody should remember the Candy and Kim Zolciak situation, okay? With that damn tardy for the party, everybody signs a contract. I don't care if we work on the same show, boo. You signed the contract. You thought you were doing her a solid, and it looks like she is moving on to the next team, which she has a habit of doing.
Well, I just told you she has to make an alliance. So she wants Kimmy to be her friend.
Okay, well, it's happened.
She's not going to get it out of Nail, and she's not going to get it out of Tisha.
She definitely won't get it out of Nail.
Mm-hmm. And she damn sure ain't getting it out of Mel. So Kimmy was her only choice.
Right. So that's pretty much how that scene ends. And then what do we got next? I think this was a short episode.
Last scene. Yeah, the last scene was Chris and Nell Fletcher, the whole family.
Oh, wow. So the whole family comes together over dinner. What were they having? Lasagna?
They were having lasagna. Uh-huh.
Okay. Anywho, Chris and Nell are kind of fussing at each other about the lasagna. Apparently, Nell Fletcher likes it one way, Chris likes it another. But all the kids are there, including the what did they call her?
Bonus
daughter.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Including the niece daughter, Kiki. Now, this is where shit gets crazy. They basically have a conversation, mostly Nell, and she goes really out of pocket immediately. Like, I just want to tell y'all, she starts off real calm. I don't know if they cut this scene funny or what, but she starts off calm. I just want to tell y'all that
we got to stop y'all from, asking me for money. Me and your daddy like to do things. And if you call me, it better be an emergency. If it ain't an emergency, y'all know what they say with the boy that calls and cries wolf. I was like, girl, why is this so disjointed? What is going on? And then Chris just kind of well, hold on. Well, I ain't saying y'all can call me if it's not an emergency, but it better be an emergency. I'm like, girl, what is it? Do you want it to be an emergency or not? She didn't really have the words the way she wanted to say them. She was just kind of spouting things out. And you can tell by the looks on all the kids' faces that they are very used to her doing this. And it's just one of the moments like, damn, you called us over here for this shit because I'm going to need new tires on Tuesday, and I will be calling on Tuesday.
Yes.
Like, they don't care. I'm so sorry. But
I thought the funniest part of the scene was when little Chris comes in and he was like, I know what this shit is about, so I'm going to say it up front. I got a job. So don't say anything about money because I don't need any. I got a job.
Yeah.
I was like, did he just come in and try to tell everybody he had a job? So stop yelling at me.
And she was like, good, don't quit. Be your best, okay? Don't quit. Be good at it. Stay with it, okay?
Right, exactly.
Cut off with them right now. So she makes this speech about cutting off the kids, which, okay, like I said, I didn't think the kids were taking it seriously. They all kind of just look like we've heard this before.
Right, and it's just a regular fussing day. Yeah.
Right. Do you have that garlic bread ready with the lasagna? They did not look like they cared one bit.
Exactly. A mini little iced tea on the side. Make it happen.
Then she tried to really bring it home. If y'all ain't calling me about the grandkids, make sure you don't call at all. Because that's the only time I will help financially, right?
Right.
Which triggers Kiki.
It triggers Kiki because she only mentioned Lance's children.
But did Kiki not cuss out Lexi? Call her a whole bitch. You think you entitled to what they got? Girl, did you not do the same shit?
Kind of, sort of. I thought it was... I thought Kiki was way more understanding. No? All right.
Go ahead.
I thought Kiki was way more understanding. She basically said, I know that you're not my real mom. So she starts off by saying that, like, I know you're not my real mom and dad. I know that you're no relation to me, and I know that you have no obligation to me. But
now,
you also know that I have nobody.
What? She does this all with crying, sobbing tears.
Well, she felt it. No?
Go ahead. You ain't gonna go ahead?
Well, I hate you. First and foremost, she tells her right up front, like, I know that that's not how you meant it, but you do have to understand that I need a little bit more help because of my situation. I don't really know what her situation is, but I'm assuming she's a single mom.
Okay.
And she doesn't have anybody to lean on.
Okay.
So, I mean, she does say that, but she says, I completely understand that you have no obligation to me, which is not how Nell meant it at all. I think you're wrong. I didn't read it. I didn't read it in a nasty way from her. I think she was just shocked that Nell said it.
All
no,
right.
You didn't think that?
Mean, I'm not going to say no because your feelings are your feelings. I mean, I'm cool with what you're saying. I have a different opinion, though.
All right, give me your opinion.
Okay, so my opinion is she is full of shit.
No.
The strongest voice at that table when she called that girl a bitch. She said, I think she was the first to call her a bitch when she walked out, and then literally said she thinks she is entitled to everything y'all got. And then she excluded herself and said, I don't get what y'all get because I'm not the daughter. Now, mind you, before that scene even started, Nell had to jump on her and say, did you lose your job? And how are you taking care of yourself? How are you taking care of the little girl? All of the things. And then in confessional, Nell is saying, Kiki is the one I have to keep my eye on. I gave her a job at my daycare and then had to fire her because she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. That is a sign of someone who is also entitled. If I give you a job so that you can work, and your ass gets fired and still ask me for money, you are entitled. And
I still see it differently.
I didn't interrupt you.
Go to hell.
She literally is entitled as the same. And then for her to be so point blank, just in your face with it, with Lexi. And I was like, you're not even really like a sister. You're the sister, you're the cousin's sister cousin, or whatever the new terminology is. You're the sister cousin. You're the main one calling this girl out of her name and acting like you batting for the family. But then you sit there and you cry the same tears that Lexi was crying.
Right.
That's nasty work.
I see it differently.
Okay.
First and foremost, it sounds like Lexi has a bit of a...
Take it to it. Let's vote on it.
No, Pacino already agrees with me. We're good.
No, we're going to vote on it. Sorry.
No, well, wait a minute. Let me explain my point first, and then everybody can vote. And if they vote for you, then they're just doing it because it's your channel. But I do want to say that, one, I think that this was kind of a repeat issue with Lexi. That's why she was saying what she was saying, because I think everybody was tired of hearing it. You don't agree with that? Because I think that her and Nell have a different relationship than Nell and Lexi have.
How is what she just said not a repeat issue for herself? When Nell literally, her introduction to us was, this is my daughter niece, and that she doesn't really talk to me or, engage me the same way she does Chris.
Because more of her issue was the fact that she only named Lance's children. And she says that right up front. She said, you're only naming Lance's children and not my child, or whatever her child's name is. You don't think that's a difference? We all have to admit that this girl is a bonus daughter for Nell and Chris, right? I mean, she's not just some stranger on the street or someone that they see every once in a while. They see her just as much as they see their own children.
I will say that if I was Lexi and I'm sitting in front of you just because you don't see me every day, I don't want you to ignore that I'm your daughter or my children, which was her complaint. Even when she did the interview, you don't see my children. You don't engage me the same way. And if that is how she is feeling, when she literally said to Lexi at the table, who gives a shit? And you need to stop whining and whatever it is you're doing. She did it too. She did it in the exact same way, even if it was about her daughter, because what she literally said, what Nell literally says when she introduces her, is that we take care of her. We give her money. She is just like the rest of the kids, irresponsible, doesn't pay her bills, always quitting jobs or getting fired. It's one or the other. And I always have to worry about her well-being. That's an added thing to the table.
That's an added thing to the table, but she didn't name her child. She didn't name her child. She said, I will take care of Lance's children. She didn't say her kid. And if she is just as much her mother.
How is that not different from what Lexi was saying when she
No,
literally said
it is different. Nell just said, I will take care of my grandkids.
Okay.
She missed one.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I think we got the point out. I just feel that the other girl was saying it too. I think she was saying it too. You don't acknowledge me or my children. You buy gifts for them. You don't buy them for me. You buy a car for them. You don't buy it for me. I think she was saying it's the whole caboodle. Even if she's saying in that moment, I'll take care of Lance's kids, and her brain forgot to say this child. The fact that she broke the way she broke lets me know all I need to know about her. She didn't say, wait a minute now, as a joke. Don't forget about, whatever her name is. She literally broke. I know I'm not your daughter for real. I know but I don't have parents. Bitch, you're not an orphan.
Yeah, and I think her breaking point was more of a matter of guilt too.
Okay.
Because of that point, like I know that I'm a part of this problem, and I know that I'm not your children. And I feel bad that you have to come to this conclusion because I'm a part of the problem. But I want you to know that I'm not just mooching off of you. I really have no one to.
She was literally invited to the family meeting that said, I'm not giving any money out. So she was invited to that meeting. And
she might have just felt like the message was for her though, not just the family portion.
It felt like manipulation to me.
Okay.
It felt like manipulation to me. So at the end of the day, I will say that I just feel that for her to be that loud and strong,
Mm-hmm.
you look wrong in that particular scene for me. But I understand what you're saying. I just think we just got two different opinions.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody said, let's vote.
Oh, do y'all want to vote? All right. If you agree with me, put a 2 in the chat. If you agree with Clone, put a 5 in the chat. I don't want no mistakes. If you agree with me that you sure did, Diana, and to add insult to injury, both Ken and Trisha. Wait a minute. I'm playing Trisha. Okay. Let's see what y'all got. It looks like it's even. It's even.
Somebody said 25.
All right. It's a tie. That's what it looks like.
Now,
All right.
Miss Sugar Mama, you ain't got to put all them 2s in there.
The end, ladies and gentlemen. That was the show. Next week, it looks like Dr. Francis is going to be back on the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Francis, again, he's going to sit with Nell Fletcher, Chris, and the kids, okay? The grown kids. What else is going down next week? I think Melody is doing the girls' trip, maybe? Or she's having a conversation.
Maybe just a conversation about it.
Lead to the girls' trip.
Yeah. And then I think Trisha's husband is coming on.
Oh, my God. Trisha's
right?
husband.
Yep. Trisha's husband's going to be on, and they have a conversation.
Trisha's husband will be on. And I told y'all last week that Ken had wrote some sort of message on his IG page. He did a post and delete where he said, if you motherfuckers can't stand up, I will. And he was talking about the dads. And I thought he was talking about Trisha's husband. Trisha's husband mentions that to her. I see your man posting these little subliminals, okay?
Right.
So happen for next week. But outside of that, y'all, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Thank you to all the mods. Thank you to everybody who joined us today. Okay. But yeah, that was it. It was a decent episode. I'm still giving it a 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still giving it a 7.5. But outside of that, we appreciate you, and we will see you all on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.